exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel. Welcome to episode officially number 2, but really episode number 1 because it's the first played game of the series. But we are continuing the San Francisco 49ers Legends Fantasy Draft series here on Madden 22. I know you guys have been excited for more, and we bring it to you right now. I hope you guys are excited. If you are, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. We'd love to have you. Let's get into some more 49ers Legends Fantasy Draft series. It's going to be great. All right, here we are. Week number 1. I told you I was going to do all the preseason stuff. I was going to make everybody X Factors. I was going to lower everybody's ages. I did all of that off camera. And when I say it took me about an hour to do all that, I'm not lying. It took me a minute to do all of that stuff. But when I show you, everybody will be a lower age. Everybody will have X Factors. Even Tom Brady is a lower overall. So basically what I did was, for the majority of players, I lowered their age by 10. Now Tom Brady, him being like in his 40s, you have to lower his age a lot more than a normal person would. You can't lower experience. So Tom Brady's 27, but he's played in the league for 21 years. That makes sense, right? So you can't lower experience, but you can lower age. So everybody, or the majority of players' ages around the league are all lowered by 20, or by 10. So Derek Carr in real life is 30 years old. He's now 20. And so on and so on. Matt Ryan was 36. He's now 26. All the rookies, all the created legends have X Factors. Now, a couple of them have hidden, I think. Yeah, like Donovan, or no. Who's some of these guys have hidden development. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's running backs that have hidden development. I don't remember exactly. Or maybe it's just gone. When I was doing it the last time, they had hidden development, but now it's just showing them what they, or showing me what they have. So I guess that doesn't really matter. But I gave everybody, all the rookies, a fair shake. I mean, I didn't try and cheat the system by giving players that are on different teams lower X Factor rating or lower dev trait ratings because they're on a different team. No, I gave everybody what I feel like they should have. I also bumped up a couple of real life players X Factor, or a lot of people's development traits. So if somebody had a star and I feel like they should have a superstar, I bumped them up to a superstar. If I felt like they should have an X Factor instead of a superstar, I bumped them up to an X Factor. So I did that with Chase Young. Chase Young has a superstar in base Madden, but I felt like he should have a superstar X Factor. So I bumped him up to X Factor. So going through the league, Patrick Mahomes is now 21 years old. Russell Wilson's 22. Rodgers is now 25. I gave everybody, all the created guys have development traits like I mentioned. A lot of the quarterbacks have X Factor because they're some of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. You would expect them to have X Factor. Staubach has Superstar. Dan Marino has X Factor. Brett Favre has X Factor. Elway has Superstar. I think there's only 2 quarterbacks I gave Star to, and that was Donovan McNabb and Tony Romo. I think those are the only guys that I gave Star development to. Michael Vick has X Factor. He's got Truz on his development. Phillip Rivers has Superstar. We have... Oh, I think I bumped up Matt Stafford to Superstar. He had Star development. I bumped him up to Superstar. Donovan McNabb has Star. Steve McNair has Star as well. That's right. Okay. I gave him Star. Joe Flacco now has Superstar development. Ben Roethlisberger has Superstar development. Cam has Superstar development. Deshaun Watson has X Factor. He only had Star. He was the highest one, or the most difference that I gave. He had Star development. He's now up to X Factor development. Joe Theismann has Star development. Randall Cunningham, superstar. Dak has superstar. I think he had superstar to begin with. Kurt Warner has superstar. Ryan Tannehill has star still. Palmer has superstar. Colin Kaepernick has star. He had normal. I gave him star. Jared Goff has star, I think, right? Yeah, Jared Goff has star. Herbert has star. Okay. I thought I gave him superstar, but I didn't. Jameis Winston has star. He had normal. RG3 has superstar. Dalton has star now. This took me a long time to do. This took me a long time to do. All the running backs have their development traits that they should have, that you would think. I'm not going to go through everything because it's going to be another long video, and I don't want it to be a super long video this time. So you guys understand the point of what I've done here. I've gone through. I've given everybody what I feel like they should have. I've given them a fair shake. Obviously, all these big time receivers have X factor. Reggie Wayne has superstar, but all the big time guys have X factors. Gronkowski now has X factor again. I probably should change their X factors because Gronkowski probably shouldn't have wrecking ball, but we'll get to that later if I remember. But Jimmy Graham now has superstar X factor. So yeah, I went through. Offensive linemen are all changed. I did this. This is the most in-depth I've ever been in a series because I want this to be the best. I want this to be the most complete series I've ever done, and I feel like we're on our way to doing that. Martin now has superstar development. He's back down to 20 years old. We'll get through some of these. J.J. Watt's back down to 22 years old. Joey Bosa's down to 23. He was only 26, or I guess, so it doesn't really matter that much. Aaron Donald's now 20 instead of 30. Some of the guys I moved down like 6 years or maybe 5 years because I didn't want everybody in the league to be like 21 years old or 20 years old. So, and some guys were like 29. And if you drop that down by 10, that's 19, and you can't go lower than 20 years in the NFL. So you can't. The youngest you can be in the NFL is 20. So I dropped them down by a little bit, I guess. Dominican Sue's down to 24. You got some guys that are 23, 24, 25. I think 25 is the oldest that I gave for somebody that matters. I did not change every age in the league. That would have took forever. But for the guys that actually matter, I think the oldest is 25. So if we go to... Oh, no. The oldest is 29 for some of the older guys. Because Andrew Whitworth and Jason Peters were both 39, so they're now 29. But for a lot of the guys, 25 is the main age. Yeah, as you can see, there's a ton of 25-year-olds. Because 25, I felt, was like a really good... middle of the 20s, in your prime kind of thing. And as you can see, we are now 99s across the board because I fixed the depth chart. I fixed the rotations a little bit. I did the weekly strategies and stuff. Everybody got a bunch of upgrades. So now we have completed the 99 across the board. But before we actually get into our first ever game, I want to make a trade, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to because I have no idea how much these teams value these legendary players. But if I remember correctly, actually I have no idea what team he's on, to be fair. I want to get Darrelle Revis. I wanted to get him in the actual draft, and I just missed out on him. So I want to try and trade for him. I don't have my first round pick because we're the 49ers, and we traded that for Trey Lance in real life. Where's Darrelle Revis at? What team is he on? Did I pass him? He's on the Vikings. Okay, so Darrelle Revis, 96 overall corner on the Vikings. I have no idea what they're going to value him at. I will give you Janoris Jenkins. They are a little bit interested in Janoris Jenkins. Let's just see how this goes through. Okay, so they value these guys very highly. Plus, Darrelle Revis is a X factor, so we also have to keep that in mind as well. They need a defensive tackle, but I don't think I have a defensive tackle I'm willing to give up. I don't. I want Pecco and Ndamukong Suh. I don't have a safety that I'm willing to give up. I mean, Kurt Coleman, maybe? Kurt Coleman would be the only one that I'd be willing to give up, not... definitely not Earl Thomas. What about this? Does this work to get him in? Ooh, okay, so it's going to be really hard to trade for players. Okay, and I definitely don't have... I know I don't have my first round pick, so... We have a second round pick. This is going to be tough. I don't even have my first round pick in the year after because of the Trey Lance trade. I forgot about that. I shouldn't have picked the 49ers. I should not have picked the 49ers. All right, I don't think we're going to be able to get Darrelle Revis because they value him so much, which is interesting. It's very interesting. We might have to wait till the first season to see who comes out in free agency because I'm probably going to go through and like randomize the contracts so that it shakes things up around the league a bunch, so we can get new players in different places and stuff. I think that'd be pretty fun. So I'm probably going to do that at some point, not right now because I'm tired of doing editing on this roster. I just want to play some games. This is on all Madden, don't forget that. We are on all Madden difficulty, and I think it is finally time to play our first game against the Detroit Lions. We can take a look at who the Lions have on their roster because I don't remember at all. They have Devontae Adams. They have RG3 as their starting quarterback with Joe Burrow behind him. So that's a good 1-2 punch right there. Then they have Nick Chubb and Jerome Bettis and Jamal Lewis. That's a great running back room right there. Devontae Adams, Nelson Aguilar, Willie Snead, Jerry Jeudy, but he's hurt. And Ty Montgomery. All right. Interesting. Austin Hooper, Max Williams. Okay, so they don't have very good tight ends. Their offensive line, Taylor Decker still ends up on the Lions. Their offensive line's not great. All they have is Jason Kelsey, basically. So we can definitely get some pressure off the edge because Reggie White's going to be coming off that right end and Juwan James is going to try and block him. No chance. Olivier Vernon, Mario Addison. Okay, their defensive line's not great. They do have Von Miller and Jack Lambert and Lance Brown. Okay, their linebacking core is elite. Their cornerbacks are not great. They could be in a couple years. They got a couple young guys like Asante Samuel and Byron Murphy, but not right now. They're not great. And their safeties are not the greatest. It bumps it up a little bit with Harrison Smith. Okay, this team is not that good. We can definitely expose them on defense. Their offense is going to be very, very good. I will give you that. Weekly strategy. Let's talk about the game plan. It looks like they're going to start Joe Burrow instead of Robert Griffin. I don't know if that's a good idea, but we're going to defend the short pass. On defense, probably blitz counter would be the best thing because they've got nasty linebackers. So I'm going to stick with the blitz counter. These are the guys that I've been focus training. It doesn't really matter because they're all 99s anyway. So I'm going to stick with that. Our goal for this game is probably going to be throwing 2 touchdown passes because we have elite wide receivers and we have Tom Brady as quarterback. So that's probably going to be very easy to accomplish. Any injuries going into week 1. And like I said at the end of the video, I know I said at the end, but I forgot. I wanted to say it more towards the beginning of the first episode. If you don't know how this series works, because it's been a while since we've done this series. Does anybody get injured? Oh, back strain for Sweeney. All right, back up to the backup tight end. So if you don't know how this series works, we play week number 1 of the season. Then we simulate. We play week 7, 8, or 9, either one in the middle of the season, depending on what the best matchup is, who the teams are, like around that range. And then we play the final game, week 17 or week 18 now at this point. We play that game. So we play 3 games during the season to try and get through, because I want to play 10 seasons. So to get through 10 seasons in a very easy or quick pace or a normal pace, you can't play every game like we do with Chicago. So we're going to be playing 3 games just like normal. And then the playoffs, we play all the playoff games if we make the playoffs. And then we do the off-season video. And then I've started doing like an off-camera, kind of like on-camera off-season or preseason trading kind of thing where I record, but I don't really talk. I don't really do much in the video. I don't necessarily, in the past, I've never had face cam, so I didn't have face cam in those videos. Now I do have face cam, so I don't know if I would add the face cam to it, but it's more of just me, what I do off camera, but this time it's just, I record it. So I'm probably going to continue to do that. And yeah, and then we go and we continue on. So that's how this series kind of works. That's how I've broken it down. I hope you guys understand. It's fairly simple to understand, and once we get further into it, you'll get it, because we'll get a couple seasons in. I'm going to give Everson Griffin run stopper. I have gone through. I have not done it with every team, but my team especially, I have gone through. I've given everybody abilities. I've switched their superstar abilities around, their X Factor abilities. So everybody has what I feel like should be the best abilities for them. I did load in the first ever draft class, which has, I don't think you've ever seen this, unless you've downloaded it already. This is the draft class. We'll quickly go through it. It has Johnny Unitas, Jake Plummer, Ken Anderson, Bob Greasy, Jay Cutler, Sammy Baugh, Phil Simms, Trent Green, Dan Fouts. Those are the only quarterback legends that are created in this. And they're all done. Everybody, this is a completed roster, or a completed draft class. Then running backs, Gale Sayers, Cedric Benson, Edgerrin James, Fred Jackson, Clinton Portis, Tony Dorsett, Cadillac Williams, Priest Holmes, Tiki Barber, Ryan Matthews, DeMarco Murray. Those are the running backs that are completely finished. Now, I did create this. I know what everybody's overall is, but my memory is very, very bad. And I created this a little bit ago. This has been probably a week now at this point of recording this video that I finished this roster. So I'm not, by the time we actually get to this draft, I'm not going to remember anything. I barely remember anything at this point. So you don't have to worry about me trying to cheat and get the best players. Fullbacks, only 2, Lorenzo Neal and Larry Zonka. There are 3 in the next Legends Fantasy Draft class, basically. Lorenzo Neal and Larry Zonka are the fullbacks. Wide receivers, we got Eric Decker, Demaryius Thomas, Keyshawn Johnson, Plaxico Burress, Brandon Marshall, Victor Cruz, Santana Moss, David Boston, Vincent Jackson, Dwayne Bowe, Jeremy Maclin, TJ Hushmanzada, and that's it for the wide receivers. But as you guys know from this updated scouting, these guys will jump up and down the board depending on what happens during their college seasons. And everybody has their real college, if it's in the game, which more than likely it was, their college was in the game. So everybody's going, like Keyshawn Johnson really went to USC. Victor Cruz really went to UMass. So, like, yeah, everybody's got their official college. I went so in-depth with this. I hope you guys appreciate what I've done because I went super in-depth. Everybody's the right height. Everybody's the right weight. I tried to match their face as close as possible. With Madden, it's hard to do that, but I tried my best. Tight ends, you got Julius Thomas, Kellen Winslow, Vernon Davis, Dwight Clark. He made the catch in the 49ers playoff game. Jeremy Shockey. Those are your 5 tight ends that I made. Left tackles, there was none that I made. There are some in the other draft class, but there are none in this one. Left guard is Evan Mathis, Mark Schlereth, and Joe Staley. Centers, Travis Frederick, Eric Wood, Mike Pouncey, and Tim Rudy. Right guards is David Deal, the only right guard that I made. Right tackle, I only made 1, that's Dan Deerdorf. The left ends are just Osei Umenyiora. Then the right ends, you got Elvis Dumerville, DeMarcus Ware, Simeon Rice, Trent Cole, Justin Tuck, Dwight Freeney. Those are your right ends. Then you got D tackles, Leroy Selman, Marcel Darius, Kyle Williams, Warren Sapp, Booger McFarland, Randy White are your D tackles. Outside linebackers, Derek Johnson is your only one for left outside linebackers. Middle linebackers, you got Bronco Nagurski, Patrick Willis, Ted Hendricks, Ray Malaluga as your 4 middle linebackers. Right outside linebackers, Tom Jackson, Derek Thomas, Tamba Hali, and Robert Mathis, Keith Brooking, London Fletcher, Bobby Bell, Navarro Bowman, and Derek Brooks are your 9 right outside linebackers. Corners, you got D'Angelo Hall, Rondé Barber, Pat Surtain, Sr., Adam Jones, Jason Sehorn, Sam Madison, Brent Grimes. Then free safeties, Ronnie Lott, Darren Woodson, Enos Williams, John Lynch, Larry Wilson, Pat Tillman. And strong safety, just 1, Bob Sanders. Kickers, Matt Bryant, Adam Vinatieri are your 2 kickers. And punters, there are none. There are a couple I think there's 3 in the other draft class. So that is the official first draft class of the series. The reason that I'm using this one and not the other one is because that one's not done yet. It's almost done. It's not done yet. So I think we got everything under control. I think we got everything done. I'm ready to go, actually. I'm ready to play this game against the Detroit Lions. We know what we're up against. Can we do it? I hope you guys are enjoying. I hope you guys appreciate all the work that I've put into this because I've put in a ton of hours of work in this. It's been probably 3 months total of all the work, getting the roster right, getting the draft classes put together, everything. I've put in so much time. I hope you guys appreciate it. I know you guys do. I love you all. Let's get into this game. It's on all Madden. Let's find out what happens. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's play our first ever game, baby.
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the 49ers and the Lions, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our 6th season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yeah, passer rating, CD, an all-time high.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for kickoff of the Legends Fantasy Draft Series. We have Cordell Patterson back to return this kick. I am super excited to actually have some Legends Fantasy Draft football, and I thought I was going to take that. That would have been the craziest opening ever if I would have taken that back. But as always, we got Tom Brady. Nope, not 44. He's 27. He is now 27 years old, Tom Brady. Everybody's super young. I'm super excited. We got X Factors everywhere. We get to see how fast Chris Johnson is. I did switch. You may have noticed that Chris Johnson is not wearing number 28. I gave that to Adrian Peterson. He has 28 now, and Chris Johnson has 24. So I'm going to be honest with you, Tom Brady's my favorite player of all time, and I have not played with him on Madden 22 yet. So this is going to be very interesting to see how this all works. Get that right to Tony Gonzalez. Oh, man. I have not had a quarterback this good in Madden in a long time. I'm so used to having Trey Lance and Davis Mills and all that kind of stuff, and Mac Jones. Like, I have not had Tom Brady yet, so it's about time to get some good throw power in this game. Antonio Brown, who also has X Factor. Don't forget that. I made him X Factor, because back when Antonio Brown was on top, he was like the best wide receiver in the league. So we have not targeted Calvin Johnson yet. We probably should, but we're going to run to that strong left side of the line, and Chris Johnson gets a couple yards down to the 16. I'm so happy about having this series back, man. This series makes me so like excited and so wanting to play Madden. Like, I never want to play Madden unless it's for a video. So having this series back just makes me want to play it. And Tony Gonzalez scores the first touchdown of the series. Oh, that was too easy. Okay, I like that. Good job, Tony Gonzalez. Big time touchdown. And we have Walker Little, who's injured, the backup left tackle. Mason Crosby is our kicker. He has star development. If you guys did not know, I don't think I ever mentioned it, the CPU didn't, in those last 11 picks, they didn't draft a kicker or punter, so I went into free agency and just picked up Mason Crosby because he was there. But that's our kicker. We're going up against Robert Griffin III. He looks really swagged out. He is back to... He's back to the Robert Griffin III of his rookie season, where everybody thought he was going to be the difference maker, and then he took that horrible knee injury. You feel bad for him there, but we are running Kyle Shanahan's playbooks. We are running both his offense and defensive playbooks. So that's a weird tackle, but we get him down. C.J. Mosley bringing him down. Walker Little can come back, I guess. It doesn't really matter because he doesn't start. Look at all these superstars and all these X factors on our defense. We got JPP coming in and slaying the hammer on the bus. Laying the hammer on the bus. Jason Pierre-Paul on Jerome Bettis. Robert Griffin III is... I thought I gave him star. He must have superstar now. That's going to be wide open to... Who is that? I can't tell who that is, but I'm going to have to get used... Oh, it's Willie Snead. I'm not going to be a very good commentator because I'm not going to remember everybody that's on these teams. I know they have Devontae Adams. We have to worry about that. But that's not a good start. Letting them get there. Nick Chubb. Hold Nick Chubb. There we go. Damato Pecco in there to stop him. It's so nice seeing some of these guys that are either washed out of the league or not good anymore in free agency. Like some of these older guys, it's so nice to see them back in the NFL. That's what this Legend Series is basically for, just to get some of those guys back in the league, like a Geno Atkins or a Domito Pecco or guys like that. Richard Sherman, who's not in his prime anymore, obviously, or RG3. Seeing RG3 back as a starting quarterback on a team is very, very warming of the heart to see. Reggie White was almost there. Can we stop him? Great tackle by Joe Hayden. And Max Williams will not get there to get the first down. And we're going to hold him to a field goal here. Joe Burrow, the holder. I'm not sure. Oh, it's Blewett. Chris Blewett is their kicker. Will he blow it here? This is a deep field goal. Does he have the range? It's up. It has the distance, but it is hooks right. No good. The field goal hooks right, and it's a 7-0 game still. All right. Exactly what you want out of your opponent's kicker. We're going to slant Tony Gonzalez. We're going to put... Oh, no. I have two C. Johnsons on the field, Chris Johnson and Calvin Johnson. I had to make sure that I got the right one. We're going to put you on a slant route as well. Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback at throwing or doing pre-game or pre-snap reads and stuff, so he's the best quarterback at doing that. So I gotta live up to that legacy, basically. But that was a bad pass. I got a lot of rush in there. Can Chris Johnson break something? Oh, couldn't break anything there. I'm probably going to adjust the captaincy. Chris Johnson probably doesn't need the captaincy on his chest. I think Brady has one, obviously, because he's Tom Brady. This is where we go for Calvin Johnson. First time of the series. It will not be the last as Calvin Johnson gets into the end zone. This might be too easy. I may need to adjust the sliders. I did not realize this is going to be so easy. But this might be a missed extra point. No, it's not. Okay. That's how you start a series, boys. Man, I'm so happy to have Tom Brady on the team, man. It's so much simpler when you have a quarterback like Tom Brady. Just the difference that makes. Like, when I go back and record some more Cougars franchise, it's going to be so much different to have Trey Lance as my quarterback instead of a guy like Tom Brady. Just because you can just count on the ball being placed where you wanted to place it because he's just that good. So, a minute left to go in the first quarter. We've shut down this run game of Jerome Bettis and Nick Chubb. Our defense is elite. Probably not as elite as our offense is, but it's very good. RG3 really hasn't gotten out and scrambled. He's going to throw that to Devontae Adams. He's going to break a first tackle of Richard Sherman, but be brought down by Kareem Jackson. I'm just waiting for that time that RG3 lets one loose and Richard Sherman's there to pick it off. We do have a semi-Legion of Boom out there, and Ndamukong Suh breaks through the line. That's how you stop a Nick Chubb run. Ndamukong Suh, baby. 3 and out for the Lions. But I have a semi-Legion of Boom out there. I have Richard Sherman and Earl Thomas. We don't have Cam Chancellor or Bobby Wagner, but we do have 2 out of the 4. The main 4. Cordell Patterson, can he break something? He cannot. I think I put human joystick on Chris Johnson, so that's pretty cool. Let's get Adrian Peterson some carries. He is the second string running back, technically. It's really 1A and 1B. So we'll give this to Peterson. Can he break the edge? He cannot. Peterson cannot break the edge. He should have X Factor. I don't know why it says superstar underneath him. He should be an X Factor. They're pressing Calvin Johnson. You're pressing Calvin Johnson. Are you really pressing Calvin Johnson? You're going to test this? You're going to test Tom Brady's arm? Look at the separation! Calvin Johnson in the bucket! And that's a touchdown! I love this series so much. I love this series so much. Oh, the separation. He had like 4 steps. Oh my God, I love this series so much. Calvin Johnson right in the bucket. A little bit underthrown, but didn't really matter in the end. I will show you. This is on Madden. I did not switch anything. I gotta prove to you guys. Yes, this is on Madden. I did not switch anything. I do want to check the instant replay out on this. Oh man, this is just the best. This series is so great. Tom Brady lets it loose. Look at the separation that Calvin Johnson puts on this man. He throws him away. Who is this corner? Who is this corner? Is this Tre'Davious? Oh no, this is Asante Samuel Jr. Oh, I feel so bad for you. He just throws you away, and then it helps that Larry Fitzgerald ran a similar route because he kind of like jumbles up everybody. Byron Murphy has no shot, but Calvin Johnson's got 5 yards, 6 yards of space on Asante Samuel. The ball comes right in, a little bit underthrown, a touch underthrown, but it was still caught somewhat in stride. And Asante Samuel and whoever that other guy is that, oh, it's Burgess. He has no shot. And Calvin Johnson in the end zone. Look at that. And this is Calvin Johnson at Ford Field against the Lions. Think about the symmetry here. Think about all the connections Calvin Johnson has with Detroit, and now he's scoring 2 touchdowns on 2 catches against Detroit. Unbelievable, man. Absolutely unbelievable. This might be Cam Newton's show here for a while. 21-0 in the second quarter. I'm having so much fun. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. 1 play, 74 yards. Or 1 pass, I should, not 1 play. And now Mason Crosby will send this one away. See, I gotta have fun in this series because the Chicago Cougar series is so much of a grind now. Because we're on all Madden. And it's so much more difficult in that series. But this one, I'm having so much more fun. RG3 in the backfield with Jerome Bettis to his left. He's going to quickly throw that to Willie Snead. Big hit from Earl Thomas, but he does not fumble it. RG3's throwing a little bit of checkdowns, but he is 6 for 6. And he has not run yet. I'm a little bit surprised that RG3 has not chose to run this football yet. CJ Mosley in the backfield, and I missed the tackle because I'm the worst user. And as I say that, RG3 takes off and scrambles. I'm the worst user tackler ever. You guys already know that. You've been OGs of the channel forever. You know that I'm such a bad tackler when it comes to user tackling. RG3 gets 4 on the run. The little scamper. As he's going to try and throw that, and it's going to be caught. Great catch by Nelson Aguilar. Joe Hayden was covering him like a blanket, and he still brought that in. Impressive catch. Can't even be mad at that one. We're going to rush with Reggie White, see if we can make something happen here. That's going to be Earl Thomas trying to dive in with Acrobat, but Ty Montgomery is going to bring that one in. Acrobat almost came into effect there. I did give him and Richard Sherman both, I think, have Acrobat, so they're going to be making some crazy catches as Jerome Bettis tries to get a first down there. He gets up to the 27-yard line. Tom Brady having a laugh with his teammates because he knows this game is almost over already. A 21-point lead in the second quarter is going to be hard to come back from, especially when they can't run the football with Jerome Bettis, Reggie White, Dominican Sue, both in the backfield there. 3rd and 2, we are going to pinch the linebackers and blitz to try and get some pressure on RG3. And it's going to be play action. Reggie White was there, causing the bad pass. It's going to be incomplete. They're going to go for it, though. So you know what we have to do. We have to pinch. We have to go. We have to go all in. Pinch the line. Get somebody in there. Oh, I committed. I committed to the run game because it was 4th and 2. But they do throw a pass. That's all right. That's okay. I shouldn't have probably committed the defensive line, but I did. Or maybe I should have committed the line and not the linebackers. I don't know. It's okay. RG3 gets the pass off. They're at the 9-yard line. He motions out the running back. He throws a quick one to the tight end. It's a big hit from Kareem Jackson, and he goes down at the 1. That was close. And now we pinch. Now we pinch everybody. We pinch literally everybody. We blitz everybody. Can we get in? 2-minute warning comes and goes. We have all the momentum. Well, not all the momentum, but we have most of the momentum. Pinch everybody. Go in. Pinch. Get everybody in there. Get everybody in there. And Ndamukong Suh. CJ Mosley was the first man to meet him, but Ndamukong Suh's the one to stop him. And now we go with a little bit of free fire here. Let's pinch everybody here. And they're going to get Jerome Bettis with the opening. I didn't have time. I messed up the audible. That's my fault. I didn't have time to pinch the defensive line. They called it very quickly. But they score. And the way our offense is going, I'm not very scared that they scored that one. It's mostly my fault that they did score. So if you did notice, or if you did not notice, the Lions are wearing their 2010s home jerseys. I like these ones a little bit better than their ones they have now, because I like the black trim. The ones they have now don't have that. I always like the black trim. Let's see if we can break one with Cordell Patterson one time. I almost got it on the very first play of the game. That would have been pretty crazy. Okay, let's get the run game going. We're doing a little bit too easy in the pass game. Let's go with Chris Johnson here. Let's do some running. We might not be able to, but I want to at least test it. I want to see if Chris Johnson can break something huge. Calvin Johnson's got his X Factor lit up. I had something there. I definitely did have something there. Let's run this one up the middle. I know Chris Johnson's not known as a up the middle kind of guy. That was it. That was the run. Ah, that's annoying. That's annoying. That was the run right there, ladies and gentlemen, and I missed it. We're going to go out of the Chris Johnson plays. We're going to go back to the pass game a little bit because we only got a minute to go. We're trying to score another touchdown here. Look at this offense, man. Oh, Larry Fitzgerald runs the crispiest routes you've ever seen in your life. He runs the crispiest of routes. We're going to go double slants. Somebody's getting open here. It's going to be Chris Johnson. And we're going to call a timeout there as Harrison Smith is the one to bring him down. I probably could have waited for somebody to get open, but I wanted to get a pass to Chris Johnson there. Let's go with a corner route for Calvin. This is going to be deadly. It's going to be so disgusting, this corner route. Especially if Jack Lambert's the one on him. Calvin Johnson going up and getting that. Jack Lambert in coverage had no shot. No shot. All right. Now we run a bench. We've got either Calvin or Tony Gonzalez on this. I'm thinking it's Calvin. Oh, it's Calvin for no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Calvin Johnson, number 3 on the day. Oh my God. I'm having so much fun, ladies. I hope you're having as much fun as I am. I hope you can feel the enjoyment that I'm having in this series. Look at the crispiness of the route. Why do you got Jack Lambert? First off, why do you have Jack Lambert in coverage on Calvin Johnson? That's a mistake right there. But, like, there's 3 yards of separation already on this. Jack Lambert had no shot. I didn't even have to possession catch it, but I did it just because. And then Calvin with a little bit of LeBron celebration in Ford Field, showing them they should have paid him his money. He only needed like $3 million in real life, but they should have paid him that money. Calvin Johnson, baby. Megatron in full effect in week number 1. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ford Field, baby. And Mason Crosby on to kick the extra points. And, oh, I was going to say, and we get the ball. We do not get the ball. I forgot about that. The Lions get the ball. But it's 28-7. Our 21-point lead is back. What is our momentum do? I don't remember. I think it means they can't see their primary receiver targets. But like I mentioned in the Cougar series, I don't think that matters very much. I don't think that matters to the CPU. Home team QB periodically has trouble seeing the receivers, and away team players cannot be knocked out of the zone. We cannot be knocked out of the zone. That's awesome. That's going to be to Devontae Adams. He hasn't really done much. I think that's his second catch of the day. Hasn't done a whole lot in this game. Hasn't really had to because RG3's been giving it really to anybody else. RG3 going to find the bus. He's going to get out of bounds. 16 seconds. They have 2 timeouts. Will they get into field goal range? But will they be able to make the field goal? Because Chris Blewett did not do very well in their first field goal attempt. RG3 empty backfield. 16 seconds. Bring the pressure. Everson Griffin was there. Oh! What a catch from Max Williams. Bring him down, please. What a catch from Max Williams. Everson Griffin was there. And they are going to attempt a field goal. This is around the same distance. This is around the same distance that he missed the first. He's going to miss the second. Oh, blew it. You blew it for sure. And they're going to give me 2 seconds? They're going to give me 2 seconds. This has got to be a Calvin Johnson run or a pass, no doubt. He's got double me on him. I mean, there's no doubt this is not Calvin Johnson. This could get ugly real quick. They're going to have safety help over the top, but that's not going to matter. Oh, it's one-on-one. It's one-on-one in the end zone. Calvin Johnson, go up and get that boy. Oh! Just missed it. Just missed it. That sucks. That's okay. We're going to go with a little bit of defend the short pass because that seems to be what RG3 likes to throw. 28-7 as we start the third quarter in Detroit, or as I like to say, Detroit. We are in Detroit. That's how the French Canadians say it. Detroit. How's RG3 going to react here? They got Nick Chubb in the backfield. He's under center now. We don't have the full momentum on our side. RG3 going to get that to his tight end, Max Williams. JPP is there to bring him down. I wish that Madden would have been able to, like, scan his hand so that he loses those fingers. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. I mean, you got Shaquille Griffin. Oh! Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, you got, like I was saying, you got Shaquille Griffin with his no hand. So why couldn't you get JPP? And the bus is going to go down from Justin Houston there. I'm probably going to give Justin Houston the captaincy. At least one of them. I feel like he deserves it. I almost picked that off, too. That's what sucks. I feel like the Vikings are a good team. They have Odell Beckham Jr. on their team. They're going to be good. Reggie White has not got a sack. And Earl Thomas picking that off. Earl Thomas. Interception. Big time. Big time pick for Earl Thomas there. And now we got all Calvin Johnson plays because I was in the Calvin Johnson screen. I want to try and find some Adrian Peterson runs. He hasn't got a lot of runs. I don't know what RG3 was thinking on that throw, though. That was a weird throw. Let's get some Adrian Peterson runs. He's supposed to be our #1 back. I mean, Chris Johnson's the starter, but... Oh, Adrian Peterson all day. All day with Adrian Peterson, baby. You love to see it, man. You love to see Adrian Peterson getting some work. We've already gotten Larry Fitzgerald a catch. I know Larry Fitzgerald has a catch in like every game of his career or something. So we already have his catch. Chris Johnson gets up there. If we're going to get 2,000 yards with CJ2K, it's going to be pretty hard to do. He's got 30 on 3 carries. We're going to do a quick pitch. He's got 98 speed, I think, or 97 speed, something like that. So it's going to be very easy to get across this edge. If we get the blocks, maybe it won't be. Because Von Miller is that guy, apparently. Von Miller is going to shut that down very quickly. 3rd and 11. Are we actually going to get shut down on our first drive of the third quarter? After dominance? Tony Gonzalez for the first down. The precision, the absolute precision that Tom Brady has is just so much different than anything I've used so far in Madden. And I've been playing this game for a couple months now. So let's give this to AP. Let him get a couple more yards. I was not down, but they called me down. Whatever. I don't think I was down. But it doesn't matter because Adrian Peterson's trying to get that edge. He gets the first down. He was close. 3rd and inches. All right, run it back. Give it to AP. Let him try and fight through. I got the first down, but the flag, the holding call, man. You can't have a holding call in the goal line. Mercedes Lewis, the backup tight end, 85 overall. Man, we were working that drive too. I could obviously go to Calvin. I don't know if I want to. I'm probably going to go either Larry or Antonio Brown. Is AB going to be there? Nobody's there. Larry, work it, Larry. Oh, Brady. Brady's throw was off. I don't know if it was because of the pressure or what, but we'll kick the field goal with Mason Crosby. We were at the 3, and the holding call really bumped us back. But Mason Crosby's a lockdown kicker. I had Larry Fitzgerald open, too. He had a step on the corner, and Brady just didn't put it on him. But 31-7 is a very safe score for us, as Ty Montgomery will knock that down, or kneel that down, I should say. And how will RG3 react after the interception on the last drive? It's going to be very interesting to see. They're going to audible. They're going to move Willie Snead inside. Let's see if we can get some pressure with Reggie White. We haven't done that all game. And it's going to be caught by, who is that, Nelson Aguilar? Big hits. Big hit on him. Whoever it is. It is Nelson Aguilar. I thought it was. Thought it was Nelson Aguilar. We've been close on a couple attempts to sack RG3. Have not got to him yet. They're going to play action. Throw it to Aguilar again. Sherman's there. I don't think Sherman was paying attention. He could have knocked that incomplete if he was paying attention. Let's rush the other side here with Justin Houston. As for as bad as their offensive line is, they've been holding up pretty well. Nick Chubb's going to fall down. I think he gets the first down. He doesn't get the first down. I thought for sure they gave it to him. All right, well, you know what we got to do? We got to do all the pinching, all the blitzing to get the pressure on RG3. He gets it off to Devontae Adams, and the shrug tackle by Earl Thomas. Why did they do that to me? Why did they go with those kind of passes on that play? You got Jerome Bettis and Nick Chubb, and you chose to throw it on 4th and 1 or 4th and 2, whatever it was. A lot of audible, a lot of motion from the Lions. Reggie White's going to break off the line. He's going to almost get the sack. So is Justin Houston. And somehow RG3 is going to get in open space. I don't know how that worked, but he gets open space. Somehow he survives, and somehow he gets into enough open space to get a huge run on that one. That's not what you want to see. They're going to hand this off to the tight end. What's the flag? That flag... Oh! Face mask? Are you serious? Are we serial right now? Hold on, let me go to this replay. Was this really a face mask? Oh, it was. No, Everson, you did not need to do that. Unbelievable. Everson Griffin, there's no need for a tackle like that, for a face mask. You beat Willie Snead. You just could have brought him down. Oh, that's frustrating. We shut that play down, and Everson Griffin just felt the need to grab his face mask. But that's the end of the third quarter. We have 1 quarter left to go. 7 minutes of NFL action here. 31-7. I feel pretty safe. And I went with RG3. I thought it was a fake. That's my bad. I thought he was going to fake that and then throw play action. Luckily, I didn't get like a roughing the passer call or something. That would have been bad. RG3 under center at the goal line. It's going to give it to Nick Chubb, and I missed the tackle. How? I'm not sure how I missed that tackle, but I did. Doesn't really make much sense. They're going to go for 2, which is understandable because they're down by a whole bunch. I wouldn't expect them to go with the 2-point conversion, and that's going to be knocked incomplete. Good job. Or, I mean, I wouldn't expect them to go with the onside kick is what I meant. They are not. All right. 6 minutes to go. This offense is unstoppable at the moment. As long as Tom Brady hits his pass. That's really how it's unstoppable. And we are going to continue to run the football with Chris Johnson, see if we can get a lot of yardage here. We have 308 total yards of offense. Not a whole lot running the football, but the Lions have been doing good run stopping, that's for sure. They got a lot of meaty men up there in the middle of the line. Larry Fitzgerald has that sweet play. I don't really want to do that. We don't really need to score anymore at this point. We've done our damage. Calvin Johnson has proven that he is the best wide receiver in the league. And that's the run I was looking for. CJ2K, Chris Johnson, one man to beat. Step back. Oh, Byron Murphy caught him. That was the run I was looking for. That was the run I was looking for, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see if we can give this to Adrian Peterson here. Can I find Adrian Peterson? Is he in the backfield somewhere? There he is. He's on the goal line. Let's give it to Adrian Peterson from the 4. Richie Incognito is injured, which sucks. Hopefully he'll come back. I didn't really draft backup offensive linemen that are good. That's speed. The speed difference from Calvin Johnson, or from Chris Johnson to Adrian Peterson is pretty crazy. We might as well give Chris Johnson the opportunity to punch this in. I mean, he did get us down here, and he's gonna do it. Chris Johnson gets the touchdown. CJ2K, baby. And Richie Incognito will come back. Big time plays from the running back. There we go, 38-13. I'm loving this series, man. I hate that they added this to Madden. It just ticks me off so much. They do it so often. Like, that happened to Tom Brady one time on the sideline of an NFL game where they didn't. He was left hanging on a high five. It's an infamous clip. Go look it up. But they added that to Madden. Now they do it. This is like the third Madden in a row that he does it, and it's just so annoying. It does it all. They do it all the time. Like every time Tom Brady scores a touchdown, it happens to him. Oh, RG3, first time he really testing the corners. Not sure what happened, but it went incomplete. Let me go back and watch. I don't even know what happened. So I almost got pressure with Everson Griffin and Justin Houston too. The first time he really goes and throws it deep, and he throws it to, who is that? That's Nelson Aguilar. Okay, Nelson Aguilar. And where's the ball go? So the ball goes in his hands. So Nelson Aguilar caught this football, but he loses it. It just like falls right out of his hands. And then Kareem Jackson comes in and just bulldozes him, and then the ball falls out. So that was a weird animation, but whatever. It's an incomplete pass, so it doesn't matter. 5 minutes left. I'm surprised at how well this offensive line is held up against our pass rush. I mean, I have edge threat on all of these defensive linemen, so, or on the edge guys, and they've done a really good job at holding me. Very impressed. Very impressed. 38-13, under 5 minutes to go. I'm not expecting anything crazy from this team. I'm expecting a very, very simple throw here and on 3rd and 10. As Reggie White's going to get some pressure, but Davante Adams is there, and he's going to get the first down. What a route run by Davante Adams. I think I was in zone there, so nobody was covering him very tightly. That's what I get for slandering Davante Adams. RG3 snaps it, has time, throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. Justin Houston injured. Not good. Holding his left arm. That was an unnecessarily bad throw from RG3. He had time. He had open space to throw. Like, he didn't have to throw that bad. That's going to be a throw on the run to Aguilar. This time he's going to catch it, but he's going to run out of bounds. 3rd and 5. Houston's coming back. All right. Let's get some pressure on RG3 here. We haven't had a sack all game. We have Reggie White. And that's going to be open to Max Williams. Why is these tight ends always open? I need to call better plays on 3rd down. I'm always letting somebody open on 3rd down. I don't like it. Don't like it one bit. And Ndamukong Suh, he got off the block, but he's going to find his way to a tight end somehow. I don't know how he found his way to a tight end. RG3's making some magic happen here. He's doing some Houdini stuff right now. I don't know what's going on. Every time I think I have him sacked in the backfield, he gets away. They're going to hand this off to Willie Snead. A little bit of creativity. Creativity is what I wanted to say. CJ Mosley now injured on the tackle there. Luckily, we have Wesley Woodyard to be the backup middle linebacker. 3 minutes to go. 38-13. Are they going to put another score on the board? Or is our defense going to hold? Joe Hayden almost there. Just so close. He's been so close on a couple of those. He just hasn't been able to bring it in. But they do punch that one in. I'm going to go onside kick here because we are in the end game now of the stages of the game. So I'm going to go onside kick, recovery, just in case. Ha! I was right. Galaxy brain. I figured they would do that. Larry Fitzgerald. Oh, thank God, Antonio Brown. That bounced off the knee of Larry Fitzgerald, and Antonio Brown, if he wasn't there, that's dangerous. That was dangerous. All right, and Antonio Brown actually got a decent return off that too. So we're gonna hand this off to AP, and he's gonna get really nowhere on that one. That's all right. He hasn't had the same explosiveness that CJ2K has had. Chris Johnson been going crazy on those runs. Peterson, get the good blocks. Oh, the hole closed up right as I started to burst through it. Not really much I could do on that one. All right, Antonio Brown, Tony Gonzalez. Somebody's getting open here. somebody is getting open. And it's going to be Calvin Johnson, back of the end zone, touchdown number 4. I didn't have to do it, but I did it. I love this team. I love this team, man. I love it so much. 45-20. This one is good. Tom Brady. I think that's his 5th. Is that his 5th touchdown or his 4th? That might be his 4th passing touchdown of the game. I think he's thrown all of them to Calvin Johnson too. 1:56 to go. It's 45-20. The Lions really didn't have much on defense there. You can't stop Calvin Johnson when he's in the zone, man. He is too disgusting. Too disgusting. Maybe we can get the ball back quickly. Score another one. Reggie White finally getting some pressure off the edge. The bus gets the ball, and Joe Hayden's the one to bring him down. I'm just glad they didn't call late hit on the quarterback, roughing the passer. That would have been bad, because I got there pretty late, to be fair. 5 tackles for Joe Hayden now in the game. Clock is running, under 1:30 to go. Quick throw to Devontae Adams. He's going to bring it in and break 2 tackles on that one. Earl Thomas and Kareem Jackson, I think, or CJ Mosley, one of the two, were there. And he broke both of them. Devontae Adams is a demon. They're going to motion Nick Chubb out of the backfield. Put him on the far side. He's going to throw it quickly to Adams again. He broke another tackle. He just automatically breaks that first tackle. It's just guaranteed with Devontae Adams to break that first tackle. But they have 35 seconds, and they have no chance of winning, obviously. What are they going to do here? Snap. Griffin has time. He's going to find off the back of Jerome Bettis. That's just Madden for you. That's Madden for you right there. I would have been so heated if that would have been my guy. But off the back of Jerome Bettis, he didn't turn around quick enough. And now it's 2nd down and 10 with 25 seconds to go. I tried to ride the edge, and Bettis is going to fall over for no reason there. 303 yards for Robert Griffin. Not a bad day. He has 1 interception. But he hasn't really played that bad. They just really haven't done much. Like, they haven't taken any deep shot. They took the one to Nelson Aguilar, and they're going to take this one to Nelson Aguilar. Kareem Jackson off the hands. I don't know if he would have brought that in. That would have been tough. So they've done 2 deep shots to Nelson Aguilar. Both have been incomplete. Nothing really else for this offense. And Reggie White, for the first time, gets the sack. It's about time we get some pressure on the quarterback. 12 seconds. They got everybody deep. We're not going to throw this with Tom Brady. I'm not going to risk an interception. But we are going to get a decent run with Chris Johnson, and we might as well kick the field goal just to be a little bit of a dick. All right, call the timeout there. We'll kick the field goal, and we will get out of here with a huge W. 52 yards. That's nothing for Mason Crosby. He hits 52-yarders in his sleep, especially in a dome. No doubt about it. Right down the center. That could have been good from 60. 48-20, and the 49ers easily clap the cheeks of the Detroit Lions. Tom Brady, perfect passer rating, 11 of 14, 298 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks. Beautiful day. Mwah! Chef's kiss from Tom Brady. 11 carries, 122 yards, and a touchdown for Chris Johnson. 7 carries, 28 yards for Adrian Peterson. 5 catches, 209 yards, and 4 touchdowns for Calvin Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. In his first game of the series, he has 209 yards. Unbelievable. Defensively, Joe Hayden led everybody in with 6 tackles. We sacked him 1 time, RG3 1 time, with Reggie White. And then Earl Thomas had 1 interception. You saw that. Mason Crosby hit the 52-yard field goal. And that's how we end the game. 48-20. I'm so excited about this series, man. I'm having so much fun. And this game just enhances that. So I hope you guys are enjoying too. What a great game. All right, so we're here in week number 2. We got to play the Philadelphia Eagles. They have a 84 offense, 92 defense, 87 overall team. Should be easy, but you know how Madden Simulation is. But we are going to simulate. So the next game on the schedule that we will play, let's take a quick look at our team schedule. So we will play either the Colts, the Bears, or the Cardinals, but it's probably going to be a home game because we started away from home in the Lions. So we will play either the Colts or the Cardinals, and then we will go to week number 18 and play at the Rams. That's an interesting game. Okay, so we will finish off at the Rams, but we got to get a home game in here somewhere. So it's going to be either the Colts or the Cardinals. Probably the Cardinals, but we'll take a look really quick before we end this episode and see who's on each team, so we can decide. So I can pick who I think would be a better matchup. So let's go to the Colts first. The Colts have Shannon Sharp, Reggie Bush, Geno Atkins, Julius Peppers, Jake Long, Lamar Jackson. Another running quarterback. I don't know if I want to face another running quarterback. Alvin Kamara, Kevin Green, Cam Chancellor, Mike Allstott, another running quarterback. But the Colts, I think, have a better team. I think, right? Do the Colts have a better team? It's kind of even, actually. I think the Colts have the better team. I can't tell, actually. I'm not sure who has the better team. I mean, the Cardinals is a division game, so maybe we should play that. Yeah, we'll play the Cardinals because they're a division team. So I'll simulate to week number 9. That's the next time you will see me in this series. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. We love to have you. And I'm so happy this series is back. I hope you guys are as happy as I am. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.